Arizona Society of Homebrewers, or ASH as we call ourselves, was started in 1995, and we're a 501(c) membership organization whose mission is to preserve and promote the time-honored tradition of homebrewing through education, information, and dedicated practice.
The Arizona Society of Homebrewers is celebrating its 22nd year. Many of our members have gone on to become professional brewers, to run their own homebrew shops, and to create their own businesses. It's just a place for the members to get together and share their beers, share their recipes, share their knowledge, and practice the craft together. So the first step is taking the grain and getting the sugars out of it, because that's what the yeast needs to eat and to ferment the beer. Making the beer, you want to have the right temperature so you can extract the sugars correctly. The temperature that you brew it at determines the final alcohol level and mouthfeel. It can take anywhere from 2 to 5 hours the day you're brewing the beer. Then it can take anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks to ferment. And it all depends on the amount of sugars and how long the yeast needs to do its work. The start of every brew is deciding what you want to brew and what ingredients to use. What we have here are the basic ingredients for making a beer at home. We have the malts. We have basic malt, caramel malt, chocolate malt, roast malt. These are used in different combinations to make the beers different flavors. So you can have a base malt, which is a lighter ale, and a darker ale like a stout will have the darker. After the malts are added to the beer, the next ingredient to go in is the hops. We have both whole leaf hops and pellet hops, which are basically the same thing except the pellet hops are ground up. And then we have some non-traditional ingredients like orange peel or oak, and these can be added to the beer to give it different characteristics. Of course, these aren't the only ingredients you can use. There are endless possibilities. To learn more, contact the Arizona Society of Homebrewers. Cheers.
Beer is social. Homebrewing is social. When you make something, you want to share it. So you get to try lots of other people's brews. You get to learn from them. On top of that, there's many pro brewers that started as homebrewers, so they'll give you some insight. So our club has really great connections with the local pro brewers and the breweries.
Anybody, age range from 21 all the way up into their 60s or 70s. It's really something that speaks to people who like to be creative. It's a creative outlet, much like cooking. If you like beer and you want to try to make your own, it's really open to anyone.
The words that are famous from Charlie Papazian, the founder of the American Homebrewing Association, is just relax, don't worry, and have a homebrew.